Hello, Aquarius. This is your reading, how they feel about you. Of course, it is about how you feel about them as well. It's just that's what I call it. So right now, I'm not doing monthly readings. It's hard as it is to even do readings these days, with a lot going on for me. So I'm going to read first what's going on overall in your love life and relationships. Overall, we have the World card up at the top, followed by the High Priestess and Lovers. For some of you, you could be dealing with a Gemini or a Pisces. But I feel like more so it's the energy. So I feel like Aquarius, you're coming into your power. You know what you want. You know how you want people to act in a certain way. It's kind of funny when I see this car. I see this person down below and that you're up. So maybe in some way you have the upper hand in this situation. Maybe this is how the person feels in the relationship. But I feel like you're stepping up into your power with the Lovers. I feel like things are in balance here. I do feel like there's some type of celebration, some type of maybe reconciliation going on in the love department. I do feel like there's a lot of strength behind you. Maybe with this Sagittarius that you have a lot of love towards. I also feel like that just things are coming together. But I do feel like with the Strength card here, there could be some obstacles in your family circle, your friend circles. Maybe there's a lot of changes happening that you're not aware of, or that you do, but I don't know. There's a lot going on here. So following that, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So things are moving along. I do feel like there's some challenges you're having to face with these new obstacles, and it's bringing in a lot of, and maybe for you, some disappointments, maybe accusation, judgment calls on this Fool card, because it is a new beginning, but it's bringing a lot of, maybe you feel like it's destructive in some way, how things have changed for you in this love connection. But I do feel like here you're moving on. You're trying to do the best you can in this situation, regard of something that may have not gone in your favor, and there's a death to something, or maybe a loved one. But I do feel like you're trying the best to withstand this storm, to withstand this ending and beginning of something. So I do feel like there is a beginning, there is things happening. Maybe you're having a hard time dealing with it. So try not to focus too much on the negative of everything. Try to focus what you can do in this situation. So we are going to go into what this person is feeling about you, Aquarius. So overall energy, we have the Knight of Vessels. So I'm going to go into these first few cards. Take it as it resonates. It could apply to just one person, all these different cards. But I'm just going with the first situation. It could be someone. Like, it could be family, friends, but this is mainly how they feel about you. So, this is how they feel about you. Did I say that other way? I don't know. Anyways, how they feel about you. So, I do feel like in the most part, they're kind of wondering, maybe wondering eyes, maybe they've taken their steps very carefully. They're very cautious of what you both have. I do feel like you have a long-standing relationship with this person. Maybe they've worn out about this love connection. Maybe there's something about it that needs to be looking at, because I do see they're contemplating, they're thinking about everything they've had with you at this point. I do feel with the Six of Stones, exploration or exploitation, maybe something's happened to them to get them to this place where they have wondering eyes about someone outside of the relationship. Maybe there's a fear that you have of them doing that. But I do feel like they're in reflection of what they've done in the past. Maybe it's a mistake they made with the third party situation, and they're taking a lot of look at the situation. So I do feel kind of betrayed here, kind of guilt, kind of like maybe they feel like they could have better success in another situation, but it turned out it wasn't that great because it brought a lot of pain to them in this situation. So I'm feeling in situation in regards to you, I feel like they're in reflection of what they've done. Maybe to hurt you, maybe the things they connected with another person. And maybe it's just saying the grass isn't always greener on the other side. So I do feel like they're in consideration of their ways and how it's affected you. Alright, second person. That was a lot. So I felt right away when I put the cards down, there's a lot of talking. There's a lot of chit-chat about how this person's feeling. Maybe they're talking with friends and families about you. Maybe there's something about you particularly they're talking about. There's a lot of energy swirling, a lot of people talking, a lot of people looking at the situation. I do feel like whether it's you or them, they see you as a strong soulmate connection. But I feel like outside of the relationship, there's a lot of talk going on. There's a lot of things going on in this person's mind about how... I feel like with this connection, they do see a lot of strong chemistry between you, but I feel like outside of the situation, there's a lot of gossip. So maybe this is something you're not seeing about this other person. I don't see necessarily they're talking about you, but I do feel like there's a lot of chatter going on behind the scenes that this person's having to deal with, or vice versa, you or them. So maybe it's not a very... trying to think of the word. Maybe it's not a great situation that you two are involved with, like maybe a Romeo and Juliet vibe, where this person has a lot of love, a lot of strong connection with you, but I do feel like behind the scene there's a lot of people talking about you and them. Maybe they see how strong your relationship is despite all this drama going on. So maybe that's what they're having to deal with. Alright. So, last situation we have here. I do feel like it's a strong connection. This person feels very protective, very guarded with you, very strong and solid. I also feel like they communicate well, or there's a lot of communication going on between you and this person. I also feel like it could be a falling out of a situation. It was in this situation, but maybe there's some type of thing that's going on between you and this person that gets them very charged up. And I feel like the foundation between you and them is solid, but there's some type of maybe feeling remorse, maybe feeling very protected. Sorry, the phone was right there. So I do feel like there's a lot of communication on maybe a falling out between this person and you. So there's a lot of things. I do feel good energy, but I do feel like this person, I feel like they're perceiving you as the Queen of Sun, which is a bear, is very protective of you. Not necessarily possessive of you, but I do feel like they're trying to come out of a very bad situation. They're trying to see things from a better perspective. So do be patient with them. And communication, I feel like with this person needs to be more involved, because I do feel like in the past there could have been something falling out but there's just communication about what to do in this situation. Alright, so overall energy, it was this card about this person or situation. So I do feel like there's things to figure out with this person that they're trying to figure out between you and the other person. So I'm feeling a sense of betrayal, like I said, and the things that trying to get back together, things trying to get figured out. It's like I can't talk. So I do feel like with this person, there's a lot underneath the surface that's still yet to be revealed, and there's things to work out. I also feel like with the ill, it's not noticed. It's something hidden. So maybe there's something still hidden about this person. Maybe there's things that you didn't know about this person that is underneath all the, maybe the beauty within them or the sneakiness. I always think with ills, it's kind of ill intentions. But I do feel like on the surface things look good with this person, but also too, you may not see everything what's going on underneath the surface. So do beware of this person. Whichever situation that may be applied to. I feel like I'm losing my voice. Alright. I have to adjust myself. Alright. So overall we have the Tens of Cups. Nine of Cups. So maybe in this situation it is good on the surface, like I said that. I do feel like right away when I seen this as options. So I feel like for the majority of you Aquarius, there's options. Whether good ones, fruitful abundance. And I think you're looking at everything. Everything about them. But there's a lot of contemplation. So in regards to this first person, there's a lot of you looking in the past. It could be a past situation involving children. I also see when this card is in the beginning of it, you're looking at the good times with this person. You're looking at what it was, how fruitful, it's kind of like a pregnant woman, but I don't think it's being pregnant. I think it's you looking back on the past on how good this situation was, how fruitful. Maybe the communication was kind of harsh. There could be things involving this person that is really hard to get through when it comes to your emotions. Maybe it's hard to speak how you really feel and how this person made you feel. I also feel like a past life connection. Maybe you grew up together. You I can't even speak. You had a soul tied to them. So I feel like in regards to them, like on your side, I feel like everything's good. You see everything what was with this person. Maybe it is a past person, but I feel like they're contemplating on all the bad choices they made, because I feel like they're in the good grace with you at the moment, but I feel like there's a lot of things you're trying to see through this person that isn't yet revealed. But I feel like I said with the first person, they thought what their road was expected was going to be great. But I feel like it's brought in a lot of confusion on their part. But I feel like there is a lot of reflection on their part. So in regards to you, Aquarius, I feel like you're trying to see the best in the situation and not trying to get bent out of shape. But I feel like there's a lot of love for this person. There's a lot of blessings that comes with this person, but I just feel like for them, you can come across as maybe a little passive aggressive with your communication. So I feel like communication is needed in this situation. I also feel like with this person, they're looking at everything they've done in this relationship and trying to make things better and plan for the future, but it's just difficult because they've been on a path that's really caused a lot of lack and a lot of situations complicated. All right, so second situation, there could be some type of, I feel like for you Aquarius, you're kind of at your distance with this situation. I feel like you're trying to see where things will go in the near future. I do feel like I said in the beginning, you do have an upper hand in this situation. I do feel like you're very hopeful of this person to reclaim love to you or in some way make you feel like you're the queen and king of their life. But at the moment, they haven't made you feel. So I do feel like a lot of love for this person, but I feel like at the moment you're waiting to see what will come of them, because I do feel like you see a lot of beauty in this person, a lot of creativity. But I also feel like with them, they see you as a soulmate. So I do feel like there's a lot of things going on in this situation when it involves other people that may be the problem in this situation, or you want things to be better. You want to see their loyalty in some way, maybe in regards to other people. So I do feel like there's growth in this situation. There's a lot of things good, I feel, in this situation, but I do feel like on their part, there's a lot of things that they're having to go through. Maybe they see you in regards to your family or situations that they're trying to understand, but at the same time, there's a lot of mystery to this person that you feel and uncertainty, but I do feel like you're trying to make the best in this situation and very helpful of this person to maybe come around to you, because I do feel like there's a lot of love here to work with. So I do feel positive changes, positive things coming. It's just a matter of time trying to figure out things. All right, last card, our last person. I do feel like there's a death of something. It doesn't have to necessarily be this relationship. I do feel like in some regards this could be a past person. Maybe something was unsuccessful. Maybe something was not put together the correct way, the way that you wanted it. Maybe in some way there was too much dominance in the situation that ended in the death of something, a transformation. So I feel like this kind of connection, what it's saying about these cards, is very transformative for you. And it's brought in a lot of poverty to you. It's brought in a lot of wealth. And maybe it's about undergoing this type of transformation where you can see where you've kind of misled yourself in this dominant codependency situation, because I do feel like with them, it was solid and they see it was solid. But there's a lot of communication on what was lacking in the relationship that maybe caused a falling out of some sort. And I think it's about the dominance on your part. Maybe you're a very dominant person in your energy. And maybe there's just things that didn't work together. Things didn't pan together. But I do feel like it's about seeing your true beauty within you and seeing that it's not about dominating the other person per se. It's about, maybe in some way with the bear here, they feel very protective of themselves. Like I said, they feel protected over you, but also at the same time, there's things within the relationship, I feel like on your part, that is toxic. And I'm seeing a person who's dominant over the other person. So I see a lot of, not necessarily red flags, just codependency, and I don't feel like communication has been very key. Maybe from this person, they've communicated how they feel and how things didn't go well in the past. But I feel like you're moving forward in a place where you feel good about yourself again. And maybe you've had to work really hard in this situation to be the best of the best. And I feel like with them, it's just about working on themselves, working on the communication. So I do feel like in some way there was a falling out. Like they see you as stable, but at the same time, you're trying to transform maybe faster, but you're trying to go slow with things because you don't want to rush things. I also feel like it's just about taking the power back. And like I said, in the past, communication could have been in lack. Something in the relation could have been off and lack. But I feel like it's about communicating. So maybe that's what's lacking, is not having enough communication, not having enough prosperity. So overall, there's this energy. So I do feel like you're looking at a lot of options, what you can do in a situation overall with this person. You're trying to make it better. You're trying to put together the pieces that fit well in the situation, but there's a lot of things that you're trying to figure out. Like I said, you could have a lot of options here in situations of what to do, but you're trying to make it better. That's what I'm seeing. I hope that resonates with one of you out there. Bye-bye.